Okay, dear students, myself Prakhya D. I'm working as a STEM professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Today I'm going to explain about the control system lecture 2. This is very important. That is classification of control system. We have natural control system and as well as man-made control system. In natural control system, what do you mean by natural control system? The control system which is controlling action is natural. That we call it as a natural control system. For example, for this is solar system, digestive system of any human, etc. So these are all controlled by natural means. So this we call it as natural control system. Then man-made control system. It is a control system that is created by humans. Okay, that is automobiles, power plant, etc. So automatic control system and the combinational control system. These are the two types which is involved in a man-made control system. So automatic control system means all the controlling action is done automatically, and combined control system means both natural and as well as man-made, both is required to control the system. So that we call it as a man-made control system. Then the example for this is servo system. Then we have a multivariable control system and automatical control system and as well as combinational control system. So multivariable control system, a system with more than one input variable or more than one output variable. So such system we call it as a multivariable control system. The result of making a judgment about how much compromise must be made between conflict criteria. So this is called the multivariable control system. Then the automatic control system, all the action, controlling action is done automatically by itself. So the error and as well as the correction is done by the same system without any human interference. So such type of system we call it as automatic control system. So that is sensors, actuators and responders. Then we have a time variant control system and time invariant control system. So time variant control system, it is a control system where any one or more parameters of a control system vary with respect to time. So best example for this is driving a vehicle. Then time invariant system, it is a control system where none of its parameters varies with respect to time. So such type of system we call it as a time invariant system. We have inductors, capacitor and resistors are the example for this. Then linear control system and as well as non-linear control system. Linear control system, it is a control system that satisfies properties of homogeneity and additivity. So linear means the whatever we have the both the parameters, the frequency and as well as time with respect to some parameters, speed or torque. For example, speed versus time I'm going to take. As time goes on increases, speed will increase. That's such type of system, we call it as a linear control system. Then non-linear control system. It is a control system that does not satisfy properties of additivity and homogeneity. So such type of system we call it as a non-linear control system. Then we have another two types, that is continuous time control system and discrete time control system. Continuous time control system is nothing but it is a control system where the performance of all of its parameters are function of time. So such type of system we call it as a continuous time control system. This is nothing but the system performance is mainly dependent on time. Such type of system we call it as a continuous time control system. The best example for this is armature type speed control of motor, and we have discrete time control system. It is a control system where the performance of all its parameters are function of discrete time. So the example for this is microprocessor based speed control of motor. So next we have deterministic control system and stochastic control system. This is not required for us. Then we have the input system and the output system, that is single input, single output system, and multiple input and multiple output system. What do you mean by SISO control system? It is a control system that has only one input and one output. What do you mean by MIMO control system? It is a multiple input and multiple output system. These are all the example for the system that is available in the day-to-day life. Then we have open loop control system and closed loop control system. This is very important for examination, and also this is involved in your syllabus. So what do you mean by open loop system and what do you mean by closed loop system? The open loop control system, it is a control system where it's controlling action only dependent on input signal and does not dependent on its output response. So such type of system we call it as open loop control system. Then we have a closed loop control system. It is a control system where its control action depends on both its input and also the output response. So such type of system we call it as a closed loop control system. So you can see here the open loop system, we have an input and we have a controller here and we have a plant. So the processing is going to done by this plant and you are going to get the output here, and actuating signal from the controller is getting to the plant. So whenever the output response is not satisfactory or not desired output what we are required, then this system will not correct such type of response by its own. So such type of system we call it as open loop system. The example for this is traffic signal, washing machine, bread toaster, and etc. These are all the example for that. And next, some of the advantages and disadvantages of open loop control system. The advantages for this is simple design and easy to construct, and economical. This is economical construction, easy for maintenance, high stable operation. So this type of system having advantages of all those things. Then disadvantages, not accurate and reliable when input or system parameter are variable in nature. So whenever the process is there, in that process, wherever you are going to get change in the input or change in the system parameter, this type of system will not get an proper output. So that is the disadvantage. And recalibration of the parameters are required time to time. So calibration is required for these type of system when we used for a longer time. Next, we have a closed loop control system. Then you can see the block diagram for this closed loop control system. We have an input signal and we have a controller, we have a plant, and we have feedback element for this. This is the very what we call it as the advantages in this closed loop control system. So we have an input, so the controller will take that input and the controlling action is going to happen here, and that will give to the plant. So the processing is going to happen here. If we doesn't get any desired output at this stage, then that signal will goes to the again to the input parameters through this feedback signal. So there the error detector will be there. So there is a mismatch in the reference and as well as the getting output. So that error signal is given to the controller. Then the controller will correct that error signal to the proper signal. Then we are going to get the desired output for this. So such system we have example for that is automatic electric iron, and we have speed control of a DC motor. These are all belongs to closed loop control system. We have some advantages and disadvantages for this. It is more accurate operation than that of open loop control system, can operate efficiently when input or system parameters are variable in nature, and it has a less non-linearity effect of these system on output response, and it is having high bandwidth of operation. There is a facility of automation, time to time recalibration of parameters are not required in this closed loop control system. Then disadvantages for this is complex design and difficult to construct, and we have expensive than that of open loop control system, and it is quite maintenance is costlier and less stable operation than that of open loop control system. So for this we have very important for examination of point of view is open loop control system and closed loop control system. Okay, this is all about the this lecture. Thank you.